In this video, you will become aware to learn and to build your structure of greatness. This structure will make you unstoppable. Today's lesson is about decisions and intention. Welcome to this incredible journey. My name is Gabriel. I'm your personal trainer today. And the first thing that I want you to know is that I believe in you. I believe you have an incredible potential, and everything that you desire or want is possible for you. And I will show you ways to get there. If you want to know more about me or about this program, you have a link below that will take you to a video that will explain everything about this. In addition, I also created a very powerful tool for you that will help you rewire, recreate, and reprogram your own mind. This also have a link below, and it's a downloadable link, and please relax. It's all free, and it will stay free. Now let's get right into this lesson. Now let's talk about decisions. I'm so excited about this subject because I know how important it is, and I believe this is the next layer on our foundation. Is one of the fundamentals. When we don't have anything, we come to the fundamentals. We build this foundation, then we build the structure. But this is very important, and decisions are crucially important. Okay, I was watching recently a movie called Before Flood by Leonardo DiCaprio, and the conclusion of that movie was that we are on the verge of a global disaster, okay? And we are pretty close, actually. And I was wondering what stopped us from going into the right direction, and what can help us to go into the right direction. And the answer for me was a decision, a firm decision toward that direction, a firm decision. We are one decision away from a disaster or from getting well, from saving this planet, from saving ourselves, because the planet will continue. We will disappear in the process, okay? So it's our decision, and it is for us, and it's one decision, which I don't know why it's so difficult, so hard to make. Well, in our lives, we are also one decision away from success or failure. There is no gray thing. You have to remember this. You have to become aware of this, that there is no gray thing, really. It's either one way or the other way, either toward the light or toward darkness. And it's in our power to make that decision. Okay, now our mind, our brain loves decisions. It loves decisions. That's why we have that tendency to scroll up and down on Facebook or other social media. We scroll, and do you know what happens when you do that? Every frame that you see with something, in every second, your mind will make a decision that is important for me or is not important for me. Is important for me or is not important for me. I'll go further, or I will stop and listen or see whatever it is there. Or I will give a like, or I will give a dislike. We all make decisions every moment. The problem is that most of them are unconscious. Most of our decisions are unconscious. And this reality, the reality that you are experiencing, is based on those micro decisions. And Probably 99% of those micro decisions are unconscious, totally. And we think we are awake. And that it's really funny for me when we think we are awake, but all our behavior, all our actions are based on decisions that we made every moment, and that are completely out of our sight, completely unconscious. So we are one decision away from whatever we want, one firm, conscious decision away from whatever we want. Every moment of your life, you have at your disposal an infinite number of decisions to make. An infinite number. Imagine this. You have a big TV set in front of you, and you have an infinite number of movies or channels or programs on that TV set, and the remote control is in your hands. You have the remote control of your TV set. You have the remote control of your world, of your reality, because it's just like that. And you only decide or can decide to listen to see one movie, to experience one movie, to experience another movie. If you want to experience a horror movie, it's okay if you like it. If you want to experience a comedy or an action movie, it's in your grasp. You have the remote control, and all you have to do is choose, have an intention. An intention, what's an intention? A declaration of what you want. Have an intention for what you want and make a firm decision to get there. How can you get there in that situation with the remote control? You just push the button. You have to push the number, the button. You have to go on the frequency you are seeking. Yeah, when you type on your computer YouTube channel or something like this, it's also going to an address, to a frequency, and aligning with that frequency. That's not quite easy to do. It's easy to understand mentally that you have the remote control of your life, but it's not quite easy to do. This universe made it somehow and test us somehow, so maybe it want to see if we are serious about it, because if you are not serious about it, you won't take the action, you won't do what is necessary to do, you won't make a firm decision. But what happens if you don't switch the channels? Well, somebody else will hack into your system and will switch the channels for you. Somebody else will direct your life. Somebody else will do whatever they want to do for themselves, not for you. But remember again, the remote control is in your hand. It is within your power to choose whatever you want to choose. There is no limit to that. When I say infinite, people don't understand quite what infinite is. The mind cannot comprehend infinite. But when I say infinite, I mean infinite. And what do I want to say by that? In every moment, from anywhere you are, you can make any decision to go in whatever part of life you choose. I'll give you an example. Right now, I can make a lot of decisions. I can talk nasty instead of telling something good. I can tell you something negative instead of teaching you this. I can get away from you, Why in the name of God I'm doing this, and I can get away from here. And many, many, many others. So every one of those decisions will take me on a different timeline, will take me on a different result. Okay? Any of your decisions, major decisions, firm decision, conscious decision, will take you to a different result. There is no such a thing as one reality. There is an infinite number of realities, and they are all happening now. There is no other moment than now. The past is memory. The future is also now when it comes. The past was also now. This reality is like freeze frames. They are like freeze frames. You know, freeze frame. A freeze frame is a picture of me in this moment. In the other moment I can move. It's another picture. And the light of our consciousness that passes through those slides, through those freeze frames, create the illusion that something is moving, that there is such thing as time. But there is no such thing as time. It's only now. And in this now, you can choose any destination or any kind of reality you want. And it is in your power to make the decision now. Just place an intention, because that's what it is. This course, this seminar, this video was intentionally made. There was an intention. And believe it or not, it was always your intention too, not only mine. We were collaborating on this. And that's why you are looking at me. That's why I'm doing this. Because everything is intended. Every building, everything that you see in nature, everything was intended. Nothing was random. Nothing is random. Everything is decided. Someone decided to build this building. Someone intended first, make a declaration in this sense, put it on paper, and made a firm decision that will build this. So it is within your power to make any decision, to get whatever you wanted in your life. And a decision, an intention along with the decision is like a seed. And it's your responsibility, like I told you in a video before, to plant the seed. Otherwise, you will have that field, and somebody else will plant the seeds for you. And you might not like it. You might like it, but you might not like it. I am sure that I never liked somebody else to make decisions for me, especially the important ones. Even when I was not so much prepared about this, I never allowed anybody to make major decisions for me. There was a question in my mind when I found out about this. Once you make a decision and you become aware that it's a bad decision, can you stop it from becoming reality? And yes, you can stop it from becoming reality. This is a process in which you have to become aware really fast, because you have about 17 seconds to lose that. If after 17 seconds you empower that decision, it will gain momentum and it will become reality. Okay? But you have a little time to make that decision. And I will explain you that in a different way. Imagine you put your you go with your car and you put it on top of the hill, you know, and for some reason you will decide that you let it loose and see what happens. Push it a little bit down the slope and see what happens. Okay? But if you become aware of the fact that that is not a very good decision because it will destroy your car, you have a few seconds to stop it, and you can stop it. If you don't do that and let it go, it will gain momentum. And if you are trying to stop it at half of the hill or at the bottom of the hill, you gotta be crazy, because it's not possible. It will crush you. You can't stop a decision, a firm decision, from becoming reality if it gain momentum. Okay? So you have a few seconds. And there is another thing that I want to share with you. When you plant those seeds, when you put those decisions, they will grow and return you back what you planted. So you will have the same seeds to plant. It's an ontological design. What you design, it will design you back in a continuum loop. What you create will recreate you in a continuum loop. Okay? So be aware of this too. If you plant poison, you will only have poison in your pockets to plant. Okay? And you will tend to have more poison. But if you become aware, this universe will give you a good seed to plant and to grow and get more seeds. But you have to make a decision in that way. Well, I prepared for you a few important decisions that you can make for yourself. So you might just write it down. I did write them down so I don't mix them up. Even though I know them, I want to be structured and order. So write them down. First of all, decide and say yes. Say yes for what you want. Make a decision of saying yes to what you want, no matter what other people say. Say yes and go for it. This is the first one. Say yes to what you want. It doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If it came to your mind, it means that you can do it. It means that it's there for you. Okay, so make a decision and say yes to what you want. The second one is decide that you will go only forward. And you'll never stop, no matter what, until you get what you want. Decide that. Firmly decide that you will go only forward. Don't stop. Don't go back. Okay? Make a firm decision. It doesn't matter how much negativity comes to you. You are fixed on what you want and you go for what you want. Number 3, decide that you will focus and go 100% to what you want. Not like 50%. The lion, I told you, the lion don't run with 50% because he will never catch the deer. The deer doesn't run with 50% because she will get killed. Okay, so decide that you will focus on what you want and you will go all in 100% until it becomes part of you and until you get it. Okay, then decide on another thing. So number 4, decide that you will do something extraordinary, that you will become extraordinary and you will never think mediocre or small. Decide that. You can think big, you can start small, but think big, as big as your mind can think. I had a friend that told me, if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not a good dream. If your objective, your purpose doesn't scare you, it's not a good purpose. Okay, so you have to reinvent yourself. Number 5, decide the level that you are going to get, the level of you, of what you want. Decide, raise your standard. You cannot achieve anything in your life with the same standards that you have. That's because you are here, and what you want is here. That you have an internal cybernetic mechanism that will never allow you to be there if you see yourself here. So raise your standard. First, form an image of yourself. Decide on that image. Make it steady, and you will get there. And number 6, decide that you will become a professional in whatever you choose to do. Decide to become pro. Get expertise. Decide to learn as much as possible for that in order to get here. Number 7, decide to face your fears. And the tool that I created for you will help you with that. Will help you to reprogram your mind and to face your fears. And decide that nothing and nobody will control your life again. Nothing and nobody, no matter who it is. You didn't came in this existence and in this reality for somebody to yes, you have to serve, you have to help, but you don't have to let somebody live your life or take control of your life. After you make those decisions, I'm telling you, after you make all those decisions, everything, firm decisions, everything will seem a lot more easier. You will feel better only after you make the decisions, okay? But they need to be firm. When you do that, the universe will be more supportive. Before that, and I saw the universe as hostile. After I made those decisions, I could see that the universe is supporting me, is sending me the people, the means, the situations, and everything that will help me get there. The universe respects and return the decision that you made. Respects that, and it will help you get there because it's his way of doing things. That's why this universe is created with an infinite number of possibilities for you to reach any one of them with one decision. You are one decision away from anything in life you want. Now, you have to become aware also of the fact that there is inner intention and outer intention, okay? And you have to align those two. Because when you go toward your objective, toward the results that you want, and you make a step, the universe will make a step toward you. You make another step, the universe will make another step toward you. You backwards one step, the universe will make a step back. So you have to understand that the outer intention will reflect the inner intention. Now the question for this lesson: what do you think will be the most important decision to make today? What do you think? It's for you, not for me. I know what decisions I made today. What is one decision that if you make it firm and you make it today, will help you, will take you to wherever you want? This piece of information that I shared with you today is very important for your design. It's very important for the design of the foundation of this structure of greatness. But it's a starting point. You can research a lot more about decisions. It's a starting point for research, for learning, and for practice. It's not all about decision. I just made you become aware of this. And from this on, you have to do it. You have to research. It might seem hard in the beginning to make a firm decision and stick with it. It might seem hard, but I promise you, if you do it consistently, like we've learned, if you do it consistently, it will become easier and easier and easier. You will go to the next level and then to the next level, until making decisions, intentional, conscious decisions, will become part of your life, part of your daily life. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. I know you can do this because I know that there is greatness and light within you that is waiting to show up in this world. You have to show this, your light to the world, your uniqueness to the world. And I know it's there, and I know you can do it. And I look forward to see you again in the next lesson, which will be about believe that you are worthy. If it will be about this, believe that you are worthy. Okay? Until then, I wish you all the best, and God bless you.